Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday, Cinco de Mayo. Today we are looking at the NBA Prizepicks plays for the two-gamer tonight between the Sixers Celtics and the Nuggets and the Suns. Should be a fun two-game slate. Let's go ahead and get into it. As always, if you enjoy the videos, appreciate it if the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And I want to touch on Underdog doing a free square today with Jaylen Brown over half a point. You can run it. Use my code process to sign up. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. And if you wanted to throw in a little slip here, this is one that I like. It's kind of similar to the one that I will be building on Prize Picks, but Jaylen Brown over half a point. Brogdon over 15 or 14.5 points. He's been very good this series, playing good minutes and shooting really well. Hopefully that continues. Joel Embiid over points. Kind of rusty game 2. Just coming back from not playing 2 weeks. Expect his shot to be better today and him to be more aggressive. He's getting the MVP award as well. And then Jokic over PRA and KD over points would be one that I'd run on Underdog. Going back over to Prize Picks, some of these are similar. I like Malcolm Brogdon over 14.5 points. He's playing really well for them. He gives them a nice punch off the bench. And the Sixers, they don't play super big. Besides having Embiid there, they have Tucker, who's a bit of an undersized power forward, but he's going to be matched up with Tatum most likely. And then, off the bench, usually Brogdon is the main guy that will come in and score. They're six-man, so he's going to kind of be rotating those guard minutes with White and Smart like he has the first couple of games. But he's come in, he's been confident in shooting, and 14.5 points kind of been similar to what you kind of... It hasn't been a big jump from game to game, even though he has been doing really well. So that's one that I kind of like. Looking at the Sixers, Joel Embiid's at 25.5 points. I believe this went up already. Might have been 24.5. But just feel like he's going to kind of assert himself today a little bit. Game 2, maybe just get a bit of a sweat going. Hasn't played for a couple weeks with the injury. And now he's going to be getting the MVP award in front of the home fans. Should be just a great atmosphere. And, we've seen Embiid dominate whenever he wants to. I think this is one of those spots where, especially if Harden shoots like he did in Game 2, Embiid is just gonna do what he has done for most of the season, which is put up 30s and even put up 40s. 40 might be tough against the Celtics, but we've seen it done before. But at least 26 points, I think, is very doable. And what should be a much closer game. Game 2 was just kind of a throwaway game for the Sixers. They just didn't have it from start to finish, even though the third quarter was the kind of the biggest part. But early on, they just weren't scoring, and the offense just wasn't going like it had in game number 1. PRA-wise, I'm looking at Jokic, 47.5. He's just owned DeAndre Ayton in this series. Ayton is just not able to match up with Jokic. Jokic, even though you kind of think of him as a guy that those fancy passes, and he likes to shoot a little bit from the outside, but down low, he's still very tough. He's always crashing the glass, offensive rebounds, doing his little tip-in. So he always is going to be a guy that will just have monster rebounds. There's a clip I'm sure y'all saw with Ayton just kind of standing under the basket while Jokic just continues to try to put the offensive rebound back in. And they're going to Phoenix, so a little bit tougher, but Phoenix most likely going to be without Chris Paul. So I think both of these games today will stay close. You're going to see the star players play their big minutes, and so I'm looking at targeting both of them. I'm targeting like all the stars from both teams pretty much. Another star that I like is Kevin Durant, 28.5 points only. He had a terrible shooting performance in Game 2, but he still finished with 24 points, able to get to the free throw line. And at home, you're going to need him to play big minutes, even though he's been playing huge minutes anyways, but maybe even play like the whole second half or something like that if they go into halftime losing or it's just a super tight game. We're not having Chris Paul is going to make it maybe like Payne will shoot a little more than Paul at times, but it's still going to just be on the shoulders of Durant and Booker. Those are the two that have to carry the team, and it's tough because Ayton hasn't really shown up this series. So maybe they get this win, but overall the Nuggets just look much better. So just throw in some of these overs here on these 4. Another over that I like assist-wise is James Harden. His numbers went from like 8 assists to 8.5 assists down to 7.5 assists. He's going home. We've seen Harden. He's done better when he has like multiple days off in between and kind of evident. 2 weeks off, put up 45, couldn't miss from the outside. Game 2, 1 day in between, he shot 2 of 14. It's another 1 game in between, but he didn't play huge minutes in that game 2, just with the blowout. So he might have some fresher legs, and if Embiid dominates like he should, or he can today, I'm kind of expect him to, just with the points, Harden might get some of those easy assists to Embiid. So I like that number. Just seems low for a guy that has plenty of double-doubles this year. And I think the Sixers at home will be able to put up points and maybe even get the win today. It is a pretty close spread on both sides. So those are 5 props. And then the final one I'm looking at is kind of like Jamal Murray today. His number's only 34 PRA on Prizepicks. The points looks good. He's also a guy that will give you assists. He can rebound. 0 of 9 shooting from the outside in Game 3 from 3. Or Game 1 from 3 from Murray. Expect a bounce back performance. The points look low as well. So I like that, but he's also a guy that will give you assists. So you can take the PRA or take the assist instead. But 34 just seems low for a guy that will play big minutes, and him and Jokic just continue to do those pick and roll sets all game. So those are the 6 that I like today. Brogdon over points, Embiid over points, Jokic PRA, Durant over points, Harden over assist, and Murray over PRA. Make sure you take advantage of this free promo on Underdog. You can run these 4 to make it a 20x. But thank you for watching. Best of luck, and I will catch you all next time.